Tonight I'm going to discuss my performance at World's Strongest Man 2024. Get yourself comfortable and let's deep dive into the World's Strongest Man.
2024 SBD World's Strongest Man!
Hey guys, Happy New Year to y'all and welcome back to the Stoltman Brothers YouTube channel. So let's talk about how I prepped for the World's Strongest Man 2024. Prepped for World's Strongest Man, obviously I was very hungry, having lost the title in 2023 to Mitchell Hooper. I wasn't letting that happen again. I'd sat down with Dan Hipkiss and all my team and said, this is what I'm doing and this is how we're going to do it. I added a lot more recovery, including the oxygen chamber, the osteopaths, and I was talking to a sports psychologist as well. So these three things are the massive things that I added as part of my recovery tools. And then I also started running a lot. But yeah, the prep for me was more about being fit and being agile than it was about being a mass monster and not having a good cardiovascular system. At World's Strongest Man, it's a 4 or 5 day event. You need to be able to have that longevity. You can't just be burning out after 2 or 3 events. So that was the kind of goal for myself. So yeah, the prep was going very good. Arnold's Classic was the thing that was in my way before that. I knew that if I did a good performance at Arnold's, I would get a confidence going to World's Strongest Man. I came top 3 at the Arnold's. I left the Arnold's knowing that, right, if I just keep up the same intensity in training, the same recovery I'm doing, if everything's the same for the next 6 weeks, I will be World's Strongest Man. And that's exactly what we did. We trained so hard for the events at World's Strongest Man, and fortunately, I felt very good going over there. I think with the sports psychologist as well, really helped me get a mindset that I was then starting to play a few mind games with people as well, which a lot of athletes do it. You know, they come up and talk to you for when you're trying to do stuff, and you know, they just try and talk to your wives and talk to your support group around you just to try and get in your head. But for me this year, I felt that as soon as I stepped on that plane, I was going to become World's Strongest Man. Flying out to World's Strongest Man, the thing that really kind of was brought to my attention was when I was speaking to my sports psychologist, and he said to me, if you want to be successful, you have to have your whole team with you. Because, you know, my wife plays a big part in what I do in Strongman, my coach, my nutritionist, the team I have in the office, and if you have all them on your prep, but you don't have them out there, then there's no, it's like a missing jigsaw piece. If one person's missing, so everyone flew out with me. Our video guy was there to video, but he also, you know, we were chilling out at night time. A manager was chilling out with us, listening to music. He was taking away all the stress. All I was there for was to lift weights and just to be nice and chilled. So it was a very good idea that my sports psychologist had, and it was a massive help in me becoming the World's Strongest Man. I was feeling good, feeling very energetic, feeling very confident. Familiarization for me is just a thing where when you've been to World's Strongest Man, you just go down there and test 1 or 2 things, but I don't ever go over the top there. You know, a lot of new guys with familiarization will tend to try and do like all the events there and maybe injure themselves, or they're not very confident. But as soon as you start overthinking things, that's when you know you've lost World's Strongest Man, and that's when you know you're not going to be as successful in the competition. So yeah, we went and did, you know, some media stuff as well, and I was just so confident, so relaxed, and just didn't let anything bother me, didn't let anyone bother me, and all the steps I was doing was helping me become the World's Strongest Man 2024. So I was in group 5 of 5, which was a shock for me. Usually I'm group 1 or 2, and in my group was myself, Wes, Jacob, Adam Roswinski, not Adam Bishop, Nathan Goltree, and Bobby Thompson. So this group, when I looked at it, was like, I need to win this group. If I get a stone off in this, then there's something serious wrong. No disrespect to any other one, but me being so confident and me knowing I'm going to be the World's Strongest Man, I just thought to myself, right, I need to get through this group with as little effort as I can. So day 1, it came, and we had the Webster Stone, the deadlift ladder, and the sandbag steeplechase. So the Webster Stones, I was second in that, 29.74 meters. Skew Winkle was first, 31.7 meters. Deadlift ladder, I was second, 5 and 46 seconds. Derwinski first, 5 and 45 seconds. Sandbag steeplechase, I came first, 53 seconds. Skew Winkle second, 6 and 68 seconds. So, you know, for me, I just wanted to be top 2 in every single event. Yeah, the first 2 events was nice, didn't have to put the burners on too much, and I was very pleased with the sandbag steeplechase. It just proved that all the condition I was doing was helping. You know, being one of the biggest guys there, I actually won it out to everybody. So yeah, it's nice that because I'm one of the biggest, I'm still one of the fastest and still one of the fittest strongmen. So that was a nice wee end of the day. I was going into day 2 in a very good position and had kind of one eye on the final, so I really had to be smart in what I do. You know, I've been in this position so much before. You know, day 2, we were going into the Viking press, 150 kilogram, 60 seconds, car walk, 454 kilogram, 20 meters, stone off. All I needed to do in the Viking press was basically win it, and I was through. So I came joint first with Roszewski, the Polish boy, 14 reps. I'd really worked hard on Viking press, so like I said, I was going in here as an all-round package. There was no weaknesses in my game, and it proved with the qualifying. This is my best probably qualifying results as well. Second, last event, it was car walk. I came last in that because I already qualified. So that's how that Group 5 went. So I got through Group 5 unscathed, didn't have to do the car walk, which was good. So I only had to do 4 events instead of 5 events, and I didn't have to do a stone off either. So very, very nice to be going into the final, World's Strongest Man, fresh, ready and determined to take back a title that was been missing. So finals, this is where the fun begins. The top 10 got to the final. I was one of them, and I was ready to take back the 3rd World's Strongest Man title of my collection to add to these 2 beauties. So yeah, anyway, the first 3 events were Giants Medley, 40 metres, 60 seconds, 454 yoke into a 330 kilogram frame, max axle press, starting at 170 kg, then you pick your weights up, and then keg toss for max height. So if you look at these events, I don't think, they're not all shaped up to be my events. In the past, Giants Medley is an event that I've not really been the best at. This is one of the events I needed to work hard on in training. Obviously, we had Mitchell Hooper, who the final events for him were probably unreal events for him, and I thought he was the man to beat in these events. I've only ever seen Mitchell Hooper be vulnerable once, and that was at 2024 World's Strongest Man in this event. I was staring down the line at my one, getting myself zoned in, and then he was feeling his frame, and he put chalk about 5 metres up from the line where the frame was, and I said to myself, Tom Stoltman has become the World's Strongest Man 2024, because as soon as you do that, as soon as I seen him do that, I knew he's not going to finish this. He's not confident in, there's something that he's done in training that's, 1, he's going to get injured, or 2, he's not prepped himself very well for this. We all know he's going to fly in a yoke, but this isn't just a yoke event. You can go as fast as you want in a yoke, but you have to finish it. So, in the end, I ended up coming 3rd place with 41.26 seconds, and Singleton came first, and Hooper had come 5th place in this. So I already had known, although Hooper's such a good athlete, that this was my worst event in the whole final, and all I needed to do was come top 3 in every other event, and I would become the World's Strongest Man. Yeah, after that, you seen when I put the frame over the line, the energy that I created, the yell I came out.
And Tom Stoltman!
It was just like, to me, this is it, this is my time. So anyway, that was a very good event for me to start. Then the max axle press, opening weight, 170 kilograms. I tied this in 1st place with 210k with Mitchell Hooper. I wasn't letting Mitchell have this his own way. I'm known for being one of the best axle pressers in the world, and I proved it there. 210 kilogram joint first with Mitchell Hooper. Going into the max keg toss. Now, I made a mistake, I think 2 throws before the world record. I think a few athletes looked at each other and thought, Tom's done, but yeah, don't count your chickens before they're hatched, because I ended up coming joint first with Hooper and Derwinski in this, 7.76 metres on the keg. After day 1, I was leading the World's Strongest Man 2024 with 3 events left to go into the 2nd day. Yeah, I think after the 1st day as well, I wasn't letting anybody talk to me. I was in my own zone. I had eyes like I was going to kill someone, and if someone came to me, they were going to have to go through me, because I was ready to fight. I was ready to do anything to become the World's Strongest Man. And day 2, we were going into day 2 with a Conan's wheel, 250 kilogram weight, tire deadlift, 374 kilograms, at the stones, 140 to 210. Again, Conan's wheel, known as one of the worst in the world at that, probably. I can say that to myself. Going into that, no confidence at all, which what happened at the World's Strongest Man in 2023. To come 3rd place in that, I was absolutely buzzing. Kordiaka, obviously he comes first in that, but 3rd place in the Conan's wheel, I was just so buzzing. All I had to do then after that was do a really good tire deadlift, win the stones, and I would be crowned the World's Strongest Man. So the tire deadlift came up next. I was against Matt Ragg. I got joint 2nd with Hof, 7 reps. Ragg got 1st with 8 reps. People are saying Mitchell Hooper might have got more, but at the end of the day, this is what I say, like, if people get injured at the start of a competition, at the start of a finals, it means they're not prepped right. So, if I was to get injured at World's Strongest Man in the final in the 1st event, you shouldn't be saying, oh, Tom only won it because he's injured. It should be like, why is Tom getting ripped hands after the 1st grip event or the 2nd grip event in the World's Strongest Man? Your whole body is from your fingertips down to your toes, your arms, everything. So everything has to be in tune. So I won it fair and square. I got second in the deadlift. I was buzzing with that. We ended up on the Atlas stones, 5 stones up to 210 kilograms. Tom Stoltman, 5 and 38 seconds. Hooper came second. No one else loaded all 5 stones, just Tom Stoltman. And the biggest sigh of relief ever, because all the hard work, all the sacrifice and everything for Tom Stoltman to become the world's strongest man. First, Stoltman 53 points, Hooper 47.5, Singleton 36. So that was the top 3. I won by quite a decent point margin as well. You know, every single time I won world's strongest man, I've won by quite a big point margin. So yeah, very good confidence. I just have to take all this mindset into other competitions, but it was an unbelievable experience to get. But wait, why have I only got 2? New year, new me. Right guys, so the last couple of years have been pretty good for me in strongman and winning titles. There's a lot of things coming in 2025 that you guys will not expect. I'm going to shock a few people. And to all my haters and to all the one-trick pony lovers, see you in 2025.